What gives you the right? What's the difference between you and me?
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Stub Club. My name is Adam, and I hope you guys are having an awesome day so far. Two things before we get started. Number one, I will be making little movie update videos. These are going to be non-spoiler updates about upcoming movies involving casting, production, and title changes, along with some little things here and there that might pique your guys' interest. And number two is make sure to like and subscribe. Yeah, I love saying that. It's the most cliche thing you can say on this cursed app. But I do mean it. Make sure to like and subscribe, guys. Make sure the notification bell is turned on, because I know y'all want to know when my videos are up, okay? Don't lie to me, okay? I know when you guys are lying, okay? Most important thing is to leave a comment section down below and tell me what movie you guys want me to review, because I'll be happy to review any movie you put in there. It can be an old movie, it can be a movie that's already out in theaters right now, and it can even be a movie that's going to be coming out later this year. I'll be sure to make a list for you guys of all the movies I'm going to see this year, so that you guys know what I have in store for you. But with all that being said, let's get into my spoiler-free review of Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. I'm going to be honest. If I had a tier list for Transformers movies, I would honestly put this one in the middle at number 4. If you want to know my full tier list, leave a comment section down below, because I'm not going to get into that this video. The runtime for this movie was 2 hours and 7 minutes. And the entire time that I was watching, I couldn't help but think that this movie was if National Treasure and Forza Horizon 5 had a baby. I'm not even saying that's a bad thing. I just think that there were some things in the film that seemed unoriginal and cliche. I thoroughly enjoyed Rise of the Beast, don't get me wrong, but that's literally all I want to say for now on my overall view. So let's get started on the grading. When an ancient key with the ability to open portals through space and time is found on Earth, it draws the attention of Unicron, who is an enormous god who devours planets, and he sends his servants, the Terracrons, to retrieve it. In order to save Earth from extinction, the Autobots must team up with the key's protectors, the Maximals, and a couple humans to defeat the Terracrons and prevent Unicron from destroying the world. I'm going to have to rate the plot an 8.1. I had a fun time with it, and I think it told a good story. But I kept getting distracted and comparing it to other works, and it kind of became predictable at one point. Action in this film is pretty good. There are a few fights that really surprised me, and I think the writers did a good job with some of the outcomes and how the combat affected the rest of the movie. I also enjoyed some of the car chases that were in the movie. I love a good car chase. I thought they were fun and cool to watch, especially with the Transformers powers implemented in the chases. I thought those were so cool. There too, I'm going to have to rate action a 7.9. I want to be honest, I probably wouldn't have even put horror as a category for this review had it not been for the Predacons. For clarification, the Predacons are these small creatures that the Terracons use to seek out and kill the human protagonists, Noah and Elena. Every time they were on screen with those things, It was like I was watching the kitchen scene in Jurassic Park with the two velociraptors. I think y'all know what I'm talking about. That scene still gives me scars these days, swear to God. Not even joking. And there were even a few times in this movie that I got jump scared. Honest to God. With that being said, I'm going to have to rate horror a solid 6. It was good for the amount that it had, but I'm not going to rate it any higher due to the fact that this is an action movie and it's not supposed to be horror focused. There wasn't too much drama in this film. Honestly, I wasn't even going to touch upon it. But as I look back, there were some disagreements and different views amongst the characters, both human and robot. And frankly, some of it did help with character development. But I didn't think it was necessary, seeing as how some of the issues could have been resolved easily before the film takes place, specifically after the Bumblebee film. So for that, I'm going to have to rate drama a 2. Like I said before, the film became pretty easy to predict at some points. But I do have to give some credit because there were some instances after some fight scenes and even toward the end where I was like, oh shoot. Now what? And also with scenes where the Predacons were involved, there were some high levels of suspense. So I'm going to have to go ahead and rate suspense a 6.5. Dude, I was laughing my ass off through the majority of this film. It was like I was back in 2007 watching the first Transformers movie by Michael Bay. Oh, man, that was peak right there, dude. That movie it's number 1. Both Noah and Mirage in this movie carried the film in terms of the comedy. Even before Mirage was introduced in the film, there were great bits of comedy with Noah. But once you met Mirage, and the rest of the film was just peak comedy. And this thing's bothering me. There's a rope here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a rope here for my light. It also helps to know that Mirage was voiced by popular comedian Pete Davidson, which I think was the perfect casting choice. Honestly, I want to be biased by giving comedy a perfect 10, but there were segments where I think it went a little overboard, so I'm going to bring it down to a 9.5. Casually, I rate this film an 8.9. Critically, I rate it 6.6. If you love Transformers, then you'll enjoy this movie. I think it's fun to watch in theaters, but it's totally fine if you want to rent it out or watch it on streaming. I grew up watching Transformers with my dad, so the franchise will always hold a special place in my heart. And for that, I'm going to have to give Transformers Rise of the Beasts my seal of approval. And that concludes my review. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know if I should do a spoiler review where I explain my thoughts in more depth on the film. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next video.